Hi. Hello. You know how I thought this would go very smoothly? Because it's only like, oh, it's an ASMR stream. There's barely going to be any software for me to look at, or do, or anything. And surprise, surprise, it's apparently my most scuffed stream as of date. So it's a crazy fun time, hasn't it? I tried to start my stream. Okay, before we actually do start, and me going through the script and everything like that. Thank you for saying it's a beautiful illustration. It was made by lovely Han. And they are gorgeous and amazing. I love them very much. If only things could ever go smoothly. Well, that's the sad part. They don't. I don't think they do. As do life. But before we actually do start, I was starting my stream for like an hour ago. I have been. Same goes with my YouTube. Same goes with everything else. And for some reason, I don't know why, it just decided that maybe the red bitrate might be the best thing we could possibly have for today. And I have no idea why, but it kept going on for a little bit. I kept seeing red, and I just stopped pressing the stream button and kept it going and kept it going until eventually I was like, okay, this is the end time. It should be fine, right? It should be. And eventually, it wasn't. It just kept getting to be red. And I thought, like, one more time. If not, I will just push this back again, which I really do not want to. Thankfully, it worked this time. So yay on that part. Have to get some sleep, but wanted to stop by and hope the first ASMR stream goes well after discuss. Thank you, Supreme. Big, big loves. And have a good eco time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just wanted to match your colors, I guess. I guess so. I guess it really does wanted to match my colors, but welcome in, everybody, to my first ever ASMR stream-ish. If this ever goes well, then maybe I'll actually get a proper mic for it, but I'm just using just my normal mic, just talking very, very close to my mic. At least that's what I think a lot of people do when it comes to these types of streams. And let me tell you, I may have researched a lot of things. There are other things that people do, but that's only if they have the specific mic for it. And I don't have the specific mic for it, so we're just gonna go with this. As calming, as chill, and as wholesome as it can be. No swears, no screams, just very calm, very chill vibes. And if you guys want to listen to this while drifting off to sleep, or maybe just need something in the background that's very calming, then that works. All those works. And YouTube is already going. Okay, so we could probably start. We could probably start now because it's actually going on YouTube this time. Yay! I'm very stressed, but you know what? This works. All right. Yes. Hi, hello everybody. I would usually ask how you're doing, but the fact that you're here on this stream and you're currently watching this probably means that you're not feeling that good at the moment, are you? But I'm glad you're here with me, and thank you for trusting me. I hope I can make you feel better, even if it's just a little bit. I'm here to create a safe space for you. I won't judge. I promise. Whatever is going through your mind, I'll just try to lift your mood with some motivational or just positive words and vibes all around. I know it's hard to do anything when you feel like this. I know I have those days. Even the most simple tasks seem impossible sometimes. Having to wake up, having to take care of yourself, having to brush your teeth, maybe shower, maybe fold your clothes, Sometimes they're the most impossible things in the world. Especially if you've been feeling like this for a long time. It's exhausting. Incredibly so. But for now, at least this time, let's relax. Listen to me. Focus on my voice. Try to find a comfortable position. You can be on the couch, bed, anywhere that seems comfortable. If you want, you can close your eyes. Close your eyes and drift off somewhere. Let me give you some advice. Just a little bird from the internet. Somewhere far away. Don't know why you're listening to this, but you know. I do have 5 things to say. 5 things I want to tell you guys. 1, try to take care of your body whenever you can. 2, try to be kind. Try to be kind to yourself, to others, to everyone you meet. 3, try to look at very small but positive things. Small wins help in the long run. 4, remember that asking for help is okay. Everyone is human. And 5, everybody has their own struggles. You don't have to compare yourself. You don't have to compare your own progress to other people. Because everybody has their own paces. Maybe for them, they're already far ahead, but that doesn't mean you're far behind. Is this pre-recorded? No, it is not. It is not pre-recorded. But hello, welcome in. Hi. I recommend the bed. The bed is a very comfortable place. You guys should definitely go and rest up, especially at this time, which is incredibly late. Then hydrate. I've already drank. But thank you for that one. I appreciate it. And I was saying, I know this seems obvious, but also hard at the same time, so let me explain. Maybe in detail, maybe not. First of all, I don't know about you, but when I have bad days, weeks or months, weeks, mostly weeks, I tend to stay in my pajamas because it's too hard to pick any outfit. I love my pajamas. They're comfy, they're warm, they're safe. And maybe you guys are also into pajamas? Well, at least that's my hope. Who doesn't like pajamas, though? Let's be honest. You know, it's really nice just having to wear something safe because it makes you feel safe. Especially in how rough these times have been. Maybe sometimes simple hygiene tasks seem complicated all of a sudden. Showering, having to brush your teeth, anything. But I want to remind you that you should try to do whatever you can and take small steps. Small steps is one of the biggest ways to start on getting you out of that slump. I was swiping and had volume on, heard the 5 list. Heard the 5 list start and agree with all of that. Been core therapy concepts. Yep, it is really, really nice. Pajama the most comfy you wear. It is. Should probably turn these reviews off. Well, they're fine. Especially because they don't play anyhow. They don't really play. Because I would hear them. We would all hear them. We're at the recording space, and everything that is in the recording space cannot be heard. So, it should be all good. I love to go up the steps, but I'm too busy reading cool stuff on the internet and looking for epic ASMR fellas. Aw, thank you for that one. Tangi's off, right? It is. It is off. There is no Tangi over here. So if you guys do want to try anything that's Tangia, we can do that. Comfy clothes peak, honestly. It's very warm. It's very comfy. Pajamas are really nice. Unless you don't like pajamas, then maybe some other nightwear would work. We don't judge here. We're not into judging people. Because if we do, then I think my community would be vastly different compared to every other community. But I do want to ask, what is something small that you can do? Can you wash your face before you sleep? Can you brush your hair? Can you grab a freshly washed t-shirt or a new comfy pair of sweatpants to wear? Because, yes, you absolutely deserve to wear fresh clothes. All of these things might seem small, but they make a huge difference. Do what you can. Again, not here to judge. Want to go full naked? I'll go to bed. Then go crazy. Therapy speaks of as hard to tell when genuine, but when you find people who live it daily and not just a platitude to look good, they tend to be the best. That is true. I have a confession. You know, whenever I stream, I don't wear any fancy clothes. I always mirror my PJs. I always do. I don't ever wear anything formal or a bit too casual. I wear very homely and comfy clothes when I'm streaming because they make me feel home. They feel like I'm home, which is a wild thing to say, especially because I am already home, but it's a feeling. Maybe that's when I'm streaming. Maybe that's when I'm playing games. Maybe that's when I'm talking to my community. Could be all of them. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah. The next thing I do want to talk about is be kind to yourself. I think we all know it's important, but it seems very difficult nowadays, don't you think? Because I know I still find it very hard to do for myself. Having to be kind to yourself is such a... I think that is the most impossible task. Remember when I said that there are a lot of impossible tasks, no matter how small they are? And then, out of nowhere, it's being kind to yourself that's the most difficult. You don't know why, but I guess at some point you think you don't deserve it. But everyone does. Everyone deserves kindness. Everyone deserves second chances. Everyone deserves more than just a smile to be given out for formality. And sometimes we give ourselves that. Not all the time, but sometimes. And it's one of the best feelings. Just having to give yourself something you never thought you deserve. And later on, it slowly becomes a habit. It slowly becomes something you do. And you wonder, how did you get about that? How did you do that? How did you get to being kind to yourself? It's always the first steps that are always hard. That's why it seems impossible. Because you don't know if the moment you walk, things will change. You don't know if people will still stay by you. You don't know if you'll be the same. And it's really rough. It's really rough out here. Yeah. Whenever you can, do some tasks, like brushing your teeth, picking clothes to wear, even going to a 5-minute walk at any point in your day. If there is a park somewhere near you, I highly suggest that too. Or just being kind to yourself, being generous, being kind to others. That's a great accomplishment. I'm not exaggerating. I truly mean that. And I'm so very proud of you. If you can even do this one small thing. Remember, every single thing counts, no matter how small, how tiny, how big, or how stinky, or whichever it would be. You know, Even if you can't manage to get out of bed in the morning or brush your teeth at night, that's okay too. Know that I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for trying. And trying at this day and age is already a lot of effort. God knows it's a lot of effort. I know it's a lot of effort. Well, if you can, sometimes think about it a bit more positively. Something like, today was not a good day, but I did manage to get out of bed this morning. Or maybe something like, I had an awful day again, but I'm still here. I haven't given up yet. If you try to think like that, days might start to feel a bit more bearable. Slowly and surely, of course. Finding the small, tiny silver linings in life. And eventually they'll add up enough to help you that one day. It's different for everybody, but it was realizing the rules put on me as a kid weren't for my protection, but for my responsibility, avoidance of others. Lots of anger, but forgave them for it, because not all ignorance is malicious, and even malicious actions is from hurt. Doesn't excuse it, but it did free me from the idea it was ever about the rules. From there, I looked at the rules. I had to be hard on myself and let those go, or I'd be a hypocrite. I just flow with stuff now, and I'm less rigid. That is very good advice. That is very good advice. You are right about that one. Incredibly good advice. I remember having to be locked in a job with a lot of rules and realizing and listening to, ironically, a TED Talk about how rules manage to slowly break a person, and then realizing that maybe rules are not cut out for me. So I left. As crazy as that sounds, I left that job and decided to choose my passions over stability. And sometimes, most times, you think to yourself, is it worth it doing that? Was it a bad idea to choose what I love versus stability? Maybe for some people, maybe a bad decision. For some, maybe the best choice they've made. And I think, for me, I think it is. You know the saying of, sometimes you get lost, but eventually you getting lost is one of the best things that you could possibly experience. That's something I felt, I think, for this year. In the middle of it, I felt as though I was following footsteps that I should be following. But eventually, I realized that I was just making those footprints up. I was making those rules up, and slowly lost what I really wanted to do, what I was passionate about. I felt like I had to give up. And it's really, really hard, because that was a time where I wanted to be kind to myself, and I wasn't able to. And I know it's super hard at first to be kind to yourself, but what I like to imagine, at least, is to think about what a friend would say to me. Because people are usually way more kind to others. So what would your friend say? I asked myself that. What would my friend say? Me being here, doing that type of job for who knows how long, they would actually slap me. They would slap me first for jokes and giggles, and then eventually would hold my hand, tell me that what I'm experiencing right now will pass. Eventually, it will be okay. But at the end of it all, I have to make a choice. Do I choose myself first? Or do I put others above me? And I think listening to that little tiny voice in my head of my friend, I think I was very brave into choosing what I did. Being here, choosing my passions, doing whatever I can to make things happen. What if I'm a friend of yours? Let's just say about this one. What if I'm a friend of yours? And I would say I had a really bad day and didn't do anything. Gosh, I'm a failure, guys. But because you're my friend, you might say something back like, oh, I'm sorry you had a bad day, but did you manage to change your t-shirt? You did well today. You did what you could. And you're definitely not a failure. Because I've heard you guys talk about that, to me, at least, for as long as I'm here on this internet. On this funny internet space that is either Twitch or YouTube. And I don't know, but we all tend to be so much nicer to others. So you can try to talk back to those negative thoughts as if you're someone else. You don't have to say this out loud, obviously. Maybe just practice it in your head. I just hope it makes sense. The next thing is something I'm very passionate about. I always mention this to someone that's feeling kind of down. Small exercise, I call it the small but positive moments exercise. Let me explain because it has helped me personally. I try to do this every night before bed, but you can do this after dinner too, whatever you prefer. Because what I like to do is walk through my day in my mind. I don't say it out loud, but you can say it out loud if you want to. And think of the things I did. When you start this exercise at first, it's probably helpful to actually write this down on paper or maybe on your phone. But the point is that you only focus on the good things. As you think back on your day-to-day stuff, every small thing counts. It really does. I can give you guys my experience from yesterday on how I did it. But when I went to my bed and I was listening to maybe whale music, I talked to myself a little bit and said that, wow, I woke up today. It's crazy. I woke up fairly early in time. I may have eaten lunch a little bit late, but I still ate lunch, so that's a good thing. I streamed. I went and yapped for so long to my community. It felt so exhilarating to talk like that again. And be open, be free, be comfortable, be happy. I got to play games. I got to experience a new game because I haven't gone to do that in a while. I was very excited on playing Goddess of Victory Nika yesterday. It was really, really nice. Even though everybody was looking. Looking, quote unquote, looking. And after that, I ended stream. I had to say goodbye, but that meant I had to stream tomorrow as well again. And that gave me some hope. It gave me some hope for tomorrow. And soon after, I took a break after that very long stream because I got extremely tired afterwards. I have no idea why, but I did. I got to take a break. I lied down for a bit, played with my dogs, who are all very adorable. I got to call with my aunt because they were at the mall yesterday. They were asking which clothes do I want because they were giving me a present. A very early Christmas and birthday present. And I chose a very comfy cardigan. So comfy that I tried it when they got home. It was very, very comfy. I wanted to sleep with it because it felt like pajamas. But I let them put it on the clothes rack for anything else. And then after that, I took a shower, took a little bit of a break, did some work, recorded, re-recorded, did some graphic design stuff here and there, maybe a little bit of sketching, a little bit some art, the little hobbies that I do nowadays that I wasn't able to last year in the early parts of this 2025, that now I'm constantly doing now. I got to play games with my friends, and it was very, very nice. It was so freeing, so comfortable. I felt as though that entire day, even when sometimes you don't feel like waking up, or maybe you don't feel like eating, or maybe you don't feel as though you want to go out because of either responsibilities or some heavy weights that you have, sometimes they make it much better having to rehash what happened. And I know some days, for me at least, when I do these things, I just start crying and bawling because I realize that, oh my god, I did do a lot of things today. I doubt myself every now and again. Did I do something today? Was I productive today? And when I finally get around to rehash my entire 24 hours, not really 24 hours, I think that would be very exhausting, my entire day, I realized, oh my god, I did so many things today. I got up in bed, I ate lunch, I streamed, I played games, I talked with my community, I played with my dogs, I took a rest for myself, everything else, and it was honestly the best feeling I've had in a while. Oh my god, is that Mr. Rhymefrost Glacial? Hello, good sir. Hello, Mr. Frozone. But yeah, look him in. Cardigans are awesome. Cardigans are amazing. I love cardigans. I love cardigans as a house. Think of it like the flight safety presentation. The event of an emergency, take care of yourself first. Can't help others until you're taken care of. That's also very true. Extremely, extremely true. We always forget about that crucial part in our lives, don't we? Forgetting to take care of ourselves always. But then again, I can't really judge because I too am the same. It's having those little alarms that might help you continue your day. Maybe slowly and surely it will help you to just be kinder to yourself. Yeah. But you get the idea. With me having to rehash my entire day and realizing that, oh my god, I did so many things today. I included some compliments to myself, to my family, to things that I do. And, if you can get some extra bonus points from me, if you can think of something. And when you remember this, whether in video, stream, VOD, whichever you guys are watching this right now, I want you to try and think of many small things like this. Aim for that 5 things per day that you do, maybe. You don't have to do it like me, where I truly just told you guys my entirety of yesterday. Though it's nice, because you realize that there's a lot of things that you did do. But make sure that every sentence or point you make is something positive. Leave out the negative vibes. If you started feeling down, don't talk about that. If there was a fight, maybe, by friends or family, you can take that out. Just focus on the good things. Focus on the good parts. And, if you can, I encourage you to give yourself at least one compliment, because you deserve it. And I know, this is hard at first. It'll take time to feel less awkward when doing this, especially if you're not comfortable talking to yourself. God knows I am. The reason why I ever got into this job is because I'm so comfortable at talking to myself with just the wall as my best friend, but here we are anyways. And yeah, it will just get easier over time, and that's something I can promise you. I've forced a slowdown for 2 months, and I even nap twice a day on weekends. Reached out to friends when normally I'd handle something by myself to give them a chance to show up when I was terrified of what would happen when they didn't. Life got a lot better. Ended up becoming friends with my favorite artist who grew to know me so well, she actually found my therapist. Her brother works in the field too, so she knew what to look for. Did that like 8 months ago. Everything changed. So many things change in a span of 8, 9, maybe a year. And you just sometimes forget to realize that, yeah, life just gets better. It's a domino effect at times, where you do something, eventually, it would add up to so much that it would just go back to you. Just go back to you in small little tiny parts. All the good that you did, all the bad that you did, slowly would just accumulate. And eventually would just get back to you. Sounds like karma, but people did say good, bad karma will eventually catch up. And that's why I think having to be kind to people, having to give them second chances, having to be brave, having to be encouraging, having to be a light in someone's dark life, it means so much. Because you get to at least help them, guide them where they're supposed to go next time. And again, you were lost once too. Why not help those that are also lost? Maybe just hold their hand, show them there's a much better way, and eventually they'll walk on that own path on their own. Used to be that if you were used to talking to yourself, you'd end up in a loony bin. Phoenix, same. Though granted, I'm very much happy that I got to talk to myself, because if I wasn't able to, I would not have this skill of being very much great at impromptu. Like I have a script for this. I made a script for this. I got a reference, based it a little bit off of that, put in some other things here and there for me, but I'm still doing impromptu stuff. I don't really follow scripts. If anything, I break that rule, and just sometimes I get the most important parts, mix it up together, and say it in a way that I do. I'm living a life that's surreal and have connections I've never dreamed, all because I speak up now when others don't. Not having to fear to see humanity in every person opens more doors than intelligence ever will. That's so true. As being empathetic is one of the best skills or qualities a person can have. Oh yeah, you give huge overtaking vibes, not gonna lie. That's how you get to that level of ad-lib. True. That is true. Impromptu can be easier and insanely difficult depending on the topics. That's also true. If it's something you know really well, let's just say doing art, cooking, baking, graphic design, engineer, IT, coding, whichever professional career it may be that you are very much a professional of, that is very easy to talk about. God knows I could talk about graphic design, forms, art forms, expressions, everything. I could do that with the back of my hand. It is so easy. But when it's something that's maybe life, love, friendship, that's not something we're very professional about, are we? Even when we have a circle of friends for however long, you can't really say that you're an expert or a professional at being a friend. Because we make mistakes. We make mistakes. We may have fuck-ups. I know I told myself I won't swear, but I have to say it. I have to say it like that, or else it doesn't feel like it's very emphasized. But we make those and realize that there's a lot more to learn. Maybe in graphic design, maybe in art, maybe in engineering. You can correct everything. You can make it feel and be flawless. But a relationship, a friendship, I don't think you can be flawless with that. There will always going to be, fights, misunderstandings, mistakes, and some things that you oversee. And you realize to yourself that you're not really an expert at being a friend. You're an expert of just being you. And sometimes it's not the best, especially if there's a lot of things you need to learn when being in a friendship, being in a relationship. But it's always the drive into wanting to do better. And for that, that's already a lot. That's already enough. That's more than enough, actually. Not in a parasocial or weird way, but I joined because there was a magnetism and that I felt like you actually understand this, and from a place of reflection, great pain. Tone of your voice sounds familiar. The cracks, just know you're seen, to be honest. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I got sent here while sleeping in a stream at some point, I think. Sweet though. All good. Also, welcome in, Flip. Hi. Hello. Just having to yap and give you guys some encouraging words, some affirmations here and there, telling you guys that it's okay and everything will slowly be better. I'm definitely re-listening to this later. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate that. I used to take meds for my mental health reasons, but after I ran out, never bothered getting a refill. I stared at my reflection and realized it can be more. But it starts by not relying on meds. Still growing, but I survived these past 7 years. That is very, very strong of you, Alexander. I'm proud of you. Proud of all of you. Hi, y'all. Immediately feel relaxed coming in. That is the vibe today. Making sure that everybody's relaxed. I'm glad you guys are feeling relaxed by all of this. And I appreciate that, Static, really. Thank you. Because, again, I feel like me having to have a script, as much as that is, preparation, everything, you have to prepare for everything. I'm somebody that tries to prepare for everything, but sometimes I say, screw it, let's just wing it. I may have a script, but I want to make sure that everything that I get to say can still be me. Of course, the script is me, but I feel like a scripted me is not something you guys deserve. You guys deserve a me that is present, that is active, and can look through your chats, look through everything that you guys talk about, and start reflecting it back. So that's why I get to do a lot of impromptus, a lot of ad-libs, a lot of, I guess, straying from the path. So, yeah, as much as I do have a script, everything I say is just coming from the heart, from the deep, dark pit that is my heart. For me, it starts by doing the hardest thing, accepting yourself and who you are. I remember a lot of shows saying that, where it's one of the hardest things to accept yourself, because you're not only accepting the good parts of you, you're accepting the worst parts of you. And I think Inside Out 2 is the best movie in saying that, where you may think of all the goodness that you have, but at some point, like anxiety, boredom, disgust, or anything, like those emotions just slowly surface to the point that you're not just a nice person anymore. You can be mean, you can be bad, you can make mistakes. You may have warts and all of that, but if there is people that no matter what happens, even when they see the most vulnerable parts of you, the most ugliest parts of you, and they still accept you, then I think you not only found your best friend, you found a family that no matter what happens, they'll be there in your corner forever. And they'll give that back to you as well. And that's honestly like such a fulfilling feeling. Because we're always scared of showing people who we really are. Putting our hearts out there, putting our entire being in front of so many people that you hopefully would accept you. And some people would probably walk away, some people would stay. And no matter what, even if there are only a few people that would stay, maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, those people, they are the best thing that will happen to your life. That I can guarantee. Because that also happened to me. That happened to me. That's why I have my friends now. I've showed them the most vulnerable parts of me, the ugliest parts of me. They know my mistakes. They know my flaws. They know my warts. They know everything. And even then, they never walked away. They still decided, hey, you're cool. I like you. I like to be your friend still. And to that I say, thank you. To those who stood by, thank you. And for you guys, I'm very proud of all of you for not only staying with this verb, but also for choosing to. Because God knows that it's always a choice. And that right there is a verb guarantee. Ugliest part of Rhea is her left toe. Hey, my left toe is okay. How dare you? I'd be more proud of you, Rhea. I'm more proud of you guys. And I hope that you guys also get to have those types of friends, you know? Where no matter how difficult you are, no matter how stubborn you are, no matter how annoying you are, frustrating at times, they still get to choose you. Because that's something you can never replace. That's something you'll never find in this world ever again. So remember to always choose and give people second chances. Well, not all the time. Because there are some people who don't want to be helped. And no matter how hard you try wanting to help them, sometimes they really don't want it. And you just have to hope for the best for them. And let them go. You hear my friend now, we're having soft tacos later. SFU is great, but that toe hates me. That little tiny toe, my goodness. Best feeling is when you're terrified to open up and your friend not only doesn't flinch, they enter into it unafraid. That will always be the best feeling. Ah, always. That's why I don't hide much. I want people to see who I am, make their choice, and make their choice. I'm a distant person, but those who stayed are my closest friends, and I will fight for them. That is good advice, and also a good principle to follow. Only friends I have know me for 25 years, but still not very open or close. And I think that's still okay. Because sometimes you don't always have to be vulnerable or open to each other. Finding an understanding is already enough. Finding that common ground will always be enough. Thank you for the hydrate. I will be drinking water, because I have been yapping for nearly an hour now. Ooh. Now breathe. In and out. The next thing I want to say is that sometimes keeping all that negative feelings to yourself is probably not going to be helping. Or, just any negative feelings. It might be scary, but, talking to someone is healthy for your brain and for your body. It's probably a relief to finally get some of those heavy feelings off your chest. To me, really can feel like you're throwing away some trash, or like you're finally reorganized that old drawer of dusty ass books. Maybe figurines or cards, whichever it would be. Thankfully, we have the internet, even though I'm not that thankful with it sometimes. I don't think you should talk anonymously to people. I would say it's good to have the internet because you can talk to your friends. And even if they don't reply, like I think a few of my friends at times, they don't need words. They just want to talk about it. And I think that's already good enough. That's already good enough. They don't need a reply. They don't need like encouragement or comfort. They just need a way to talk about it. And sometimes that's all you need, really. Because it's hard. It's really hard trying to not only open yourself up, but sometimes the words that your friend, significant other, family member can give you is not the type of words you need to hear. You need to hear it a certain way. You need to hear it as it's very spot on. So sometimes you don't want to hear what they can say, what they can reply. So you just tell them that I just want to rant about it. You don't need to tell me anything. And that's a good way to vent. That's a good way to cope. It's a good way to let out the negative feelings that you are experiencing, because it doesn't have to always be reciprocated back. You can just say it. They don't have to say anything. But knowing that you said it and they can see it is already good enough. But if you don't feel comfortable talking about it to your friends, your family members, to anybody, you can write it down. You can record it. Because it's another good way to just let it out. You have to let it out. You can't just keep it into yourself and slowly drown in that feeling, because sometimes drowning in it might just harm you more than it would help you. God knows I do that. I do a lot of that sometimes, where if I feel as though it's exhausting, it's tiring, and there's so many negative thoughts in my head that right now I need to just let it out or drown in it, rather than letting it out, I just choose to drown in it. I choose to be, rather than expounding on it to people. Not saying that my friends don't give me the proper words or encouragement, sorry. But it's that finding the proper words that you want to hear that is very hard to find. So that's why sometimes I just drown in it. I stay in my room. I don't get into calls. I don't play games. Just lie down on my bed and look at the ceiling. Think of all the things that maybe could talk me out of, like, very intrusive thoughts, very worrying thoughts. So sometimes you may need to do that, sometimes you don't, but having to be in a healthy space is much better than just having to drown in it. I'll be back. I just cut my hand with some broken glass. I'll be right back. Oh, I hope you're okay, unknown. Remember to bandage it and clean it, disinfect it. And I hope you're okay. Sometimes the best way I handle stress and trauma is just being able to say it out loud instead of thinking it. Sometimes we rationalize things different that way. That's true. That's also very true. I'm thankful enough to have men and women besties. The perspective difference truly matters. That it does. And this time last year, I thought I met my future wife to have horrible circumstances transpire. Men offered space, but my woman friend showered the anger, which communicated to me I was justified in feeling angry. Had I not had them, the perspective would have gotten lost in minimization. That is also very true. That's why having a guy friend or a girlfriend is nice, because you can understand or they can understand, they can understand what the other person of the other sex is thinking. And sometimes, we don't really know what anyone's thinking. I don't think it's sometimes, I think it's most times. Where you have a guy friend, you don't know where you stand, don't know if they like you, don't know if they hate you, don't know if anything, and you ask another guy friend about it. And judging from signals, because maybe they're also a guy, they can give you the proper answer. Same goes with ladies. But it's not always concrete. It's just a hunch. It's not always solidified, and sometimes the best course of action is talking to the person that you are having a quarrel with, a misunderstanding with, or anything with, because you'll get the answer straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. And that's okay. It's scary finding out the truth, but I think, as they say, the truth will set you free. Truth will always set you free. And even when those negative thoughts enclose you, know that you have people on your corner. Know that I'm here for you. You may feel alone or lonely, but you can always come here, my streams, and come back to this video once it's done on, YouTube and it's a VOD. You can just hop on in and maybe I'm playing a game and we can just talk for a little bit, or you guys can hear me just yapping out of nowhere and scream, because God knows my screams are not very ASMR friendly, but when it's not ASMR, then we can keep on screaming and thrashing, whichever it would be, whichever game I'd be playing as well. Because, at this point, I hope you know that I won't judge. And we've been in the stream for an hour. I haven't been judging anybody. I'm judging myself most of the time. And because I know what it feels like to be in constant pain, feel like things are out of control, whether it's all the time or in the most crucial moments, or maybe to always fight with your own brain, because the brain worms are the most annoying parts of your life. Just trying to shut off all negative thoughts. I want to be here for the few people that have stumbled across this stream or this video later, because maybe you do need this. If you ever got around to see this video later on, if it's a VOD, and it helps you, then I'm happy. And thank you for choosing to give yourself that time of reflection by having to hear somebody tell you all of the good things that you're supposed to have in life. And even if it's delayed, even if it's too late, it's not really too late. It's just not yet. When you don't have it yet, that just means that you're still in the process of growing. I remember a song saying that the challenges that we experience now, the hurdles, the pain, the joys, celebrations, it will all just mold us to the person that we will meet in the future. And that is a future us, who we will be proud of, who we will be content, happy, and maybe that future you will have a family, be very satisfied, and slowly doing your to-do list, maybe your bucket list. Because at least that's what I think, where if you're not in that stage yet, then I don't think you deserve to feel it. You deserve to have it. You slowly need to earn it, because earning it is the best feeling in the world, rather than having to just be given on a silver platter. At least that's my thoughts on this one. That's my thoughts, my 2 cents. What do you mean your screams are totally ASMR friendly? You are lying, Spectre. Definitely so. I can believe it. I can read a guy like an open book. Girls are a bit harder. Sometimes for me, girls are a bit harder as well. Generally, yeah, guys are easy. I will say, as a man, though, I do recognize malicious intent faster than my women friends and divert us out of there. That is good. Remember to always defend your friends. Woman or not, defend them. Defend them from any malicious feeling that you guys are feeling. Sometimes I fall asleep to my friends working on art when the silence is deafening means the world to me. Yes, that's always very nice. So, if you guys are listening to this, whether you're already asleep or just needing a voice in the background while doing work, and maybe just having to just hear this out of fun and everything, then yeah, do that. It's good to have a voice. It's good to have a voice in a very lonely world. Hi, Glitch. Hi, Glitch. Okay, Bandage. Proud of you, Unknown. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for taking care of yourself. I successfully screened the positive stuff into the void. Hell yes. Very good. Good job, Static. I'm very proud of you. Remember, scream positive stuff into the void or to your wall or maybe to your dog. Tell them about your day and all the positive things that you did. And compliment yourself because you guys truly are amazing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay? And I know it seems like it's a very short stream, but because this is an ASMR stream, it is technically supposed to be short. So we're at the last leg, and the last thing I do want to say is that everyone's human. Everyone has their own struggles. Everyone has their own experiences and hurdles and challenges that they're currently going through right now. It may feel like you're alone, but you're not. Everyone deals with many things. It's just that many of us have become too good at trying to hide that. God knows I am. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's not weird at all or bad to feel sad, anxious. And in some way, it can make me feel less lonely knowing that others struggle too sometimes. One thing is for sure, though. You have at least one person that cares about you. And yes, that includes me. I care about you. But know that your friends, family, significant other, whoever it may be, soulmate, I don't know, they care about you. They all do. So yeah, good job. If you stayed here until the very end, I appreciate you for that. Thank you for listening to this bird's first ASMR stream. And hopefully I managed to do it justice. You might not agree or believe with what I said, because it's very subjective, and it's by preference as well, because some of these are from my own experiences. But I hope you can at least accept what I had to say to you guys, because you deserve better. Even though life may not seem fair most times, or it might seem like it will never improve, I'm here to tell you that it will. It will always get better. Not today, maybe. Not tomorrow. Maybe in the next few weeks. Maybe in the next few months. No matter how short or slow it may seem, it will. We just have to experience all of that first. As they say, it's a canon event. We must have the canon event first before the happy endings. And the first step into doing that is being kind to yourself. Try to be kind to yourself. Be patient. Be understanding. Be open. Sure, I'm aware that it sounds cliche and naive with having to have open arms, giving people second chances, and being kind to yourself, being patient, being understanding, being an optimist, technically. But I think it's those thoughts that keeps me going. That every day I get to wake up and think of all the good things that I could maybe do in that certain day. And hopefully it can amount to something. To me, somebody, directly or indirectly. That's why I stream. That's why I stream every day. Or not really every day, but that's why I stream most days. Because I wake up, I tell myself that I want to make people smile, make them happy, make them laugh. And eventually, I do that. And there are some days where I don't feel as though that stream is good or hitting it, or it's hitting numbers, or it's hitting whatever. I slowly forget about that part and enjoy the presence of my community, of myself, of what I do. And that keeps me going, however long. So why do you guys think I stream for nearly 6-7 hours, maybe 10, maybe even longer? It's so that I can make sure that you guys at least are happy for a day or two. Because I like making people happy. I think that's my other type of love language. Making people happy, doing my best for them. And it's been my dream of mine ever since as well. And if your dreams are making people happy, making them smile, then doing the smallest task by doing so is already good enough. So be kind to yourself, to others. Be proud of yourself. Put yourself first, prioritize yourself. Give yourself a break, because living is hard, living is tiring, very, very tiring in fact. But taking a vacation, treating yourself by getting yourself some pizza after this maybe, is a good idea. So do that. Because you guys are amazing. You guys are kind. You guys are generous. You guys are loyal. You guys deserve the world. And I'm proud of all of you for not only being here, but also choosing to be here. Remember I told you guys about yesterday how we choose to love? Same goes with here. It'll always be our choice to love, whether it's platonic, romantic, or anything at all. Thank you for choosing to love me as Andrea Hertz, or even before then, choosing to love me as someone else. And that's okay. Because I'm more than just the character that I portray. And you guys love the person who I am behind everything. All of that. So that's why I love everything about you guys. Behind your names, behind the bickering and banters we do. Not in a parasocial way, but just an unconditional way. As you do with like an entertainer to the audience. So thank you, everybody, for so much. Okay? I believe in a much better, 2026. So, no matter how slow this year has been, no matter how tough this year has been, whether it has the good, the bad, the joys, the heartbreaks for this entire 2025, I really do want to believe in 2026 it will just get better. We'll get partner maybe. We'll do that uncapped stream. We'll do a charity stream. We'll do that cooking stream, baking stream finally maybe. I can introduce you guys to my aunt. All for next year. Who knows? We finish a lot of other series next year, maybe. Yeah, because we're slowly making progress. We're just slowly walking to where we're supposed to go, and that's already good. It's already good enough. You don't need to run. You don't need to run to the finish line. Walking is probably the best choice. Because you get to take a break, look through the entire scenery, maybe grab a picnic with friends as you guys are all walking together to that finish line. And once you're done enjoying and taking in the view, the scenery, the other attractions life brings you, then you just keep on walking. Keep going. You don't need to run. Running in life would just make you stumble faster. Take it slow. Take it easy. Give yourself that. Give yourself that benefit of the doubt that at the end of all of this, you're gonna cross that finish line. And once you do, well, get ready for another race. Because it may be longer this time, but you know, from the first race that you did, it's always gonna be the journey, never destination. Gonna meet somebody who's acting as a big brother to me at the end of the year or beginning of the next. Bro's been solid. Hell yeah, we stand. Thank you for the stream. I really needed this. Oh, thank you guys for having to hop on in. And I'm glad to have finally done this and got around to say all of this fully to you guys as well. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being amazing, for doing your best, for being here, and for just being awesome, amazing people all around. So, yeah. Thank you. I have manly tears running down my face. Oh, I wish I could hug you guys, but I live very far away, and I'm a virtual person, as they say, a virtual YouTuber. So I cannot really hug you guys, but virtual hugs all around. Because I can't hug you guys, hug yourself. Hug yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Because you guys have done so much already, and you guys deserve it. No, thank you. No, thank you. You guys are extraordinary. You guys are amazing. But yeah, very, very short stream. Very, very short stream. But as a lot of ASMRs do, I think short is better because I don't want to drag this out for long as well. If you guys want to listen to this after this stream again, then feel free because it will be up on YouTube. And I'll rest up a little bit more and then go back to work. Maybe I'll rest up and then I'll start working at like 5 p.m. or something. Who knows? But yeah. I have an Umbreon plushie I can hug for that. Yes, hug that Umbreon plushie. Hug that Umbreon plushie. Big thanks to you for being the coolest streamer. No, thank you guys for being the coolest community. I probably will. Honestly, it was a good time. Aw, thank you, Talset. I appreciate it. Big, big loves. Thank you guys for hopping on in. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys by tomorrow. I'll be making my schedule later on today, and hopefully I can give it as well. But we'll be starting Bloodborne next week. Well, it's already Monday, so within this week, we're going to be starting Bloodborne. And if you want to see me struggle and maybe die a lot and complain a little bit about the difficulty, then I recommend watching my first series again after finishing a lot of other series. So, yeah. Big love. Take care, everyone. Big love and take care. Good night. Have a lovely, lovely dream. Sweet dreams all around. Remember, get yourself some pajamas, or if you want to sleep naked, go crazy. It's your life. But if that's how comfortable you are, then go crazy. Yeah, and go naked. But remember to take some pajamas and tuck in, sleep well, have some sweet dreams. Make sure your pillow is soft, comfortable. Get your plushie, get your doggo, get a body pillow, I don't know, whichever it may be, and cuddle with them. Cuddle with them, drift to sleep, listen to some whale singing, and know that after this, hopefully you guys feel lighter. Thanks for the stream. It was great to keep up. It was great. Keep up the great work. Big love, everybody. Big love. I was late to stream, but thanks. Have a good day. Great. All good, all good. You guys can just watch this. It's fine. The VOD is still gonna be up anyway. I decided to pull right now and hit a jackpot. Rare radiates. Good vibes and good luck. Oh my god, what did you get? What did you get, Cheese? What did you get? And which game? No sleep for me, many more hours. No, Angel. But I hope you do get around to sleep soon, because you deserve some good rest after working very, very hard. All of you. All of you do. Thanks for the amazing stream. Relaxing. Yeah. But thank you for the nice happy stream. Thank you guys for being here. I put the poll in Discord. Ooh, let's see what it looks like. What is it? I want to see. Holy gumdrops. That's insane. No sleep for me, the night is young. Well, if you guys are going to be playing after this, then remember to take breaks. Don't just keep playing for hours on end, because God knows I'll be playing Marvel Rivals after this and we'll be ranking up, so. The gumdrops are really not judging, but that was great. Well, I did say I don't want to swear as much. I already swear twice or something this stream. I gotta say, holy gumdrops. But yeah. I'll be seeing you guys by tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good luck with the pools. Have a good night. Sleep wells. Good luck with the Uma runs. I'll be doing my Nika dailies after this too, and other dailies. Yeah, same. Not swear more. No. We'll not be swearing more. I already swear twice today. And I'm just gonna swear more. No. But yeah. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I'll see you guys tomorrow where I'll be having my normal voice because this is, I guess, ASMR voice. And scream at the top of my lungs because of how unfair sometimes a game Bloodborne will be. But yeah. Bye. Bye. Good night. I love you guys. I'm proud of all of you. Keep being yourselves and keep being amazing. Have a lovely, lovely night.